With the Gothic co-op mode, you can play with your friends and revive the Gothic experience together. I'm gonna show you 2 ways to install this. You need a fresh, clean installation of Gothic 2 or Gothic 1, depending on what you want to play. You also need the files for the mod that I'm going to provide and a third-party program that will allow you to connect with your friends. I'm using Redmi VPN for that since it's the one I use and it works great. Alright, first method. Click on the Discord link for Gothic Online that I left in the description. Search for the co-op channel and click there. The channel is mainly in Polish, just follow my steps. Once here, scroll up, ignore my video, and download the file. Use Gothic 1 coprar if you want to play Gothic 1, or Gothic 2 coprar if you want to play Gothic 2. Now, extract the RAR file, and you will see a data folder and a system folder in it. In your Gothic directory, which looks like this if you use Steam, search for the data folder, open it, and place the files you find in the data folder of the co-op mod inside. Obviously, overwrite everything. Now, let's do the same for the system pack. Same here, overwrite. Very, very nice. Okay, let's install Redmi now. Click on the link in the description and download the app from their website. For the person who hosts the game, click on Network, then Create Network. Choose a name for it, a password, and write them down since that your friend will need this information. Once you've done this, your IP will be displayed here. For those who need to join the host, click on Network, insert the name and password that the host gave you, and voila, it's done. The last step is to go back to the system folder of your game, open the JSON file, and be very careful now, actually very careful now. If you miss even one character, add an unnecessary space or anything else, the game won't work. It's very sensitive, so be very, very careful now. At the top, under Server, the host doesn't have to do anything, while the joiner must add the host's IP. Remember that IP we saw earlier? It's that one. The following are some configurations that affect the game, like the damage multiplier of the players, the damage of the enemies, and which button does what. For now, leave everything as default. One thing you may want to do is add this line, nickname, as you can see here, and insert the name you want to have in game, just as I did. Once this is done, the installation is complete. The second way to install this is through Steam. A good friend of mine, Damien Q, who also has a YouTube channel about Gothic, I will leave the link of that as well, just uploaded this mod here with the permission of the creator, Colder, obviously. So if you prefer to do it that way, check the link in the description and follow the text guide he provides. Here are the keys for the mod. As you can see, with F1 you start the game as a server host. With F2 you join the server as a client. F3 respawn the co-op player characters, you don't want to worry about that one. With F4, important, you revive a friend who died. Just stay on him, look at his name and press F4 and wait. With P, you disable or enable the logger, all those texts you will see on the top left corner of the screen. Very useful. And O, it's a debug info, don't worry about that one. Alright, to conclude the video, here are some few important tips that I want to share with you, which I had to learn the hard way. So be careful now. Make sure you have the exact same JSON settings, except for the name of course, and the same installation of the game. Any extra plugins, mods, etc. that one person has but the other doesn't will break the game, like for sure. The host should always connect first by pressing F1. Others should try to press F2 to connect only after the server is up. If they try to connect when the server is not up, their game will break and they'll have to restart it, so be careful with this. If you have the quick loot mod or plugin, do not use it around dead friends or you will encounter bugs. Also for safety, make sure not to move until your friend is fully revived in case you need to do that. Try to stay together as much as possible. The game lets you share experience, but only if you are within rendering distance of each other's. Follow the same quest line, especially for important things, otherwise people may experience weird things happening. If anything goes wrong, an enemy bugs out or a quest doesn't work for someone, simply desync with F2. Try to complete the quest alone and then reconnect to the host with F2 again. The host will never have these issues. To ensure everything is perfectly synced, the host should always start a quest, complete a quest, or initiate an important dialogue after everyone else has done it already. The same applies to triggers, button to push, levers, etc. So just be careful, follow my tips, and you shouldn't have any big issues. In case you do, just, write in the comments, come and say hello in my streams, and I will try to help you out.